The assignment for this week will be to complete the 3 body paragraphs for your essay for the Odyssey and the hero's journey. You are going to be required to complete 1 body paragraph each day. So on Wednesday, you are going to complete the first body paragraph, which will be about the call to adventure and departure. This one is going to be paragraph number 1. So you are going to use all of these bubbles right here for paragraph number 1. I provided for you some sentence frames, and they are in Google Classroom. They look like this. You are going to use the sentence frames and the bubbles to help you complete your essay. You should have this with, if you took your notebooks with you, then you should have the bubble map with you. If you don't have the notebook with you, then I will include a picture of this so that you can use this as you are writing your essay as well. This is really going to help you. This here, the first bubble, will be your topic sentence. So this is your topic sentence. You're in your essay, in your first body paragraph, you are going to talk about the call to adventure and departure. So if you look at the sentence frames, the first one says, the hero's journey begins with blink and blink. So you have to tell me what are the 2 things, the first 2 things that happen in the first stage, which in this case, those 2 things are the call to adventure and departure. So you would complete this sentence with, the hero's journey begins with the call to adventure and departure. That'll be the topic sentence. Then you move on to the supporting details. This is going to be supporting detail number 1. So this is supporting detail number 1. And this right here will be supporting detail number 2. So supporting detail number 2. You are going to begin with this one right here, supporting detail number 1. You continue looking at the sentence frames and you look at the second sentence. So it says, for Ulysses, his call to adventure happens when, and that's when you tell me the answer for this. So for Ulysses, his call to adventure happens when he has to go rescue the princess in Troy, or when he goes to fight. You have to tell me why he leaves his home. What is his call to adventure? When does it happen? You tell me that right here. Then you have to provide the evidence. That's when you give me evidence from the text to show me that that really did happen. So then you move on to the next sentence. For example, here where it says context for quote, you have to tell me what is happening in that section of the story. What is going on? So for example, you can say when Ulysses is talking to Telemachus, he says. If it says speaker, you have to tell me who is the speaker in the story. Is it Telemachus? Is it Ulysses? Is it the narrator? You tell me who is the speaker, not the author, but who is the one talking in the story. Is it one of the characters or is it the narrator? You have to be specific. And then you tell me what they say and then you cite it. After that, you have to explain what the quote means. What does it mean? You're not just restating the quote again. You tell me what it means. So this shows that, and you explain, and you have to write one more sentence to elaborate. So tell me write another sentence to explain the quote. You have to write 2 of them. And then you move on to the next sentence when you finish. So after the call to adventure comes, and then you look at your bubble map, after the call to adventure comes departure. That'll be supporting detail number 2. This is a departure right here. You have to tell me what is the hero's main goal? For Ulysses, what is his main goal in the story? What is he trying to do the whole time when he's in that journey? That will be what you use to complete this sentence. Ulysses' departure takes place when, and you tell me when he's trying to go back home, when he begins the journey back to Ithaca. That would be the answer for this one. Then you move on to the evidence. So you have your supporting detail. Now you need to prove it. You need to give me the evidence. So then you move on to here. For instance, context for the quote, explain what is happening in that section of the story, and then who is the speaker, who is the one saying that, give me the quote, cite it, and then you explain what the quote means in 2 sentences, and then you have to write the concluding sentence by yourself. I will include a paragraph in Google Classroom that is a sample of someone in one of my classes who did a really good job, so that you can see what I'm expecting for each one of the body paragraphs and how they have to look like. I will be including that in there so that you can do a good job. So you will have to use the bubble map, you will have to use the sentence frames, and you can also use the sample paragraph so you can see what's expected of you.